And the hardest part for years is just deciding, which way to go and what boat to use. What's really totally changed the game, for me in recent years is these hybrid boats. This 26 hybrid, it just allows us to do so many different things.
It's pretty cool to catch them on the anchor like this.
Yes, sir.
Just push a button and it's holding us in a 5-knot current. Amazing. We get where the fish are, right on the peak of this hump, anchor the boat with a touch of a button and just start fishing.
Look at that, right behind the boat, right behind the boat. That's so cool.
Oh! Yeah! Come on! Oh! He ate it! He ate it! He ate it! Nice, baby! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! I thought you said you had to...
I got him, relax.
Oh! Dude, he just ripped my boat off! Oh! Awesome, look at that big boy! Woo!
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
Load it up.
Yep.
And drop us down and we'll be out. All right.
Ready?
Ready. Got plenty of stuff. Ready for anything. Beautiful day. And see if we can catch some mahi. I heard that's been pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
It's your favorite thing.
It's a great day to run offshore. It's been windy for a while and nobody's been out there, so if we find something, it might be nice and happy. And I think we could do some dropping on a wreck or something, maybe catch some snappers or even some deep dropping for the snowy grouper or tilefish. I think today is the last day of tilefish season.
It's gonna be fun. Ready to roll.
The versatility of the fishery here at Hawks Cay is just unbelievable.
It is. First of all, we're situated exactly in the middle of the Florida Keys. It's 150 miles long, but behind us to the north is the Everglades. And that's all shallow water, but we also have Florida Bay out here, which is, big, wide expanse. We can catch all kinds of stuff out there. There are wrecks, and on the other side, you can go all the way out to the swordfish grounds, certainly past the reef, and all of that offshore fishing. And we are situated exactly in the middle. From the dock here at Hawks Cay, we have all that fishing right at our fingertips.
And the hardest part for years is just deciding, which way to go and what boat to use. We've always started off fishing little skiffs, graduated to bay boats. I fished the offshore boats, and it's always that decision. All right, what are we going to do? Well, it depends on what it looks like in the morning and which way is the wind blowing, and do we catch bait? Do we not catch bait? And all these different things. And what's really totally changed the game, for me in recent years is these hybrid boats. This 26 hybrid, it just allows us to do so many different things. We can, run all the way offshore and go, catch tunas on the hump or go sword fishing, or we can go, all the way back in the back Everglades and catch snook and redfish, or we can, just stick around here on the bridges for tarpon.
All right, we're rigged up. I'm gonna run around, we'll go up tide and drift over the big hump here. Well, you can really see it kicking up today with this. It's like a raging river when it hits this high spot, huh?
Yep.
I don't know what's here, but it seems lively. All right, I'm gonna run back around.
The beauty of that is the weather's calm enough, and it doesn't have to be slick calm with the 26. It could be, that blowing 12, I say about 12 mile an hour and less, it's super comfortable. To be able to run out there, it's about almost 25 to 30 miles. You know, that's a pretty good run, but in that 26 hybrid, no problem. Blazing out there 30 to 40 miles an hour, looking for mahi on the way. But when you get to that hump, usually the tuners are there. The key is to have the bait. And when you can catch the bait, load it up, have a comfortable rod, it's super fun to get there and to start throwing those pilchards out, watching these tunas busting, skying out from the air. You know, super fun to see them lit up like that.
Oh, big tuna's busting.
I think I'm about to get bit.
You got
Fish
it.
on.
Nice.
Doesn't feel that big, but let's see what it is.
Well, you're gonna fight some sharks to get them here, so.
The real evolution of that boat is the ability not just to have a boat that can go offshore, but also go into shallow water, but then it's really where you combine it with this super high quality trolling motor, twin power poles, and be able to remote control that from anywhere in the boat. That's what is revolutionary.
It's pretty cool to catch them on the anchor like this.
Yes, sir.
I keep thinking if we had enough bait, we'd get them jumped right into the boat.
A lot of activity here, man. Beautiful little fish here.
Blackfin?
There's skipjack. Skippy.
Skippy, nice. Save him up in the cooler for bait. Busting behind us again.
Boy, that is a beautiful fish. And he's so strong. So strong. Sure seemed like there'd be a whole bunch of fish here. It's like the perfect situation. They love these humps.
To get more information and purchase the gear that we're using on the show, scan the QR code.
The Hawks K Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks K. Find what lures you. Lowrance. See more, catch more. Waypoint, the destination for outdoor entertainment. Mercury Marine. Go boldly. St. Croix Rods, the best rods on earth. And by Ameritrail Trailers. Daiwa. Power Pole, Reflex Boat Decking, and Costa.
So recently we were just down here fishing and a storm had come through, a big hurricane's come through. It didn't affect the Keys at all, but you know, it's a big weather event. It pulls weather up the coast of Florida. And so we thought, you know, here's a great opportunity. Let's go out. Not many people have been fishing. There could be a lot of debris out there. This is a great time of the year to go for mahi, which is one of your favorite fish to fish for. Let's load up the 26 and go out there and see what we can find as far as dolphin fishing. We got the fly rods ready, we got the light tackle ready, we got bait, we got everything ready for the mahi. We went out there and it was the most beautiful day, very calm, and you know, here's where this is the perfect situation to be in this boat because we get all the way out there, and in most situations we would be totally committed because we've now run offshore, and what are we going to do? Because we didn't see a bird, we didn't see weeds, we certainly didn't see any mahi, and now it's time for plan B. So we run to the Marathon Hump. So we're going to plan to dump our live well at the Marathon Hump and then probably run inshore after that.
That one looks like it's got a little more to it.
A little more to it. Let's see if I can beat the sharks. Does not look like I'm doing very well. He's definitely falling in. Look at that, right behind the boat, right behind the boat. That's so cool. We don't have many, so take it easy. Oh, that's cool. Look at him busted right behind the boat. Nice. Another big skippy.
I wonder, somebody stripped me.
Wonder why you hadn't caught one. That's sweet.
That's the great thing about the 26 is that you can do all kinds of things. And if you're prepared, you know, you got a live well full of bait and we run offshore to look for the mahi and we're not finding it, we could make a long run offshore, or we could choose to change plans and go inshore and go up around one of these little mangrove islands or to the bridge or even way out into the Gulf. And we have the range, we have the battery power, we have everything we need to make it happen wherever we need to go.
There he is. Nice. Feels like a good one.
Look, he's tail wrapped.
That's the big one. See if you can beat the shark up with that one.
So one of the huge game changers, you know, for these bigger boats like the 26 is not only a trolling motor, but having the longer shaft so you can, you know, anchor in the deeper water. The lithium pro batteries, so now you've got the power to anchor in heavy current, even at the Marathon Hump for hours. Just push a button and it's holding us in a 5-knot current. Amazing. And we can chum, and these skipjack tunas are coming busting in, and the blackfins, and just you literally have them right behind the boat. It's amazing. Never before was that possible with a boat. You just have to drift. You know, you just drift, you come back around, have to drift again. Very inefficient. Where here we get where the fish are, right on the peak of this hump, anchor the boat with a touch of a button and just start fishing.
Just got the leader. The second it hit the water, right behind the boat. You gaff on him, or are you good?
I'm good, I think. Blackfin.
Nice.
Heavy gaff.
Okay.
Afraid the shark's gonna get him right here.
I got the gaff.
Let's go to the other side.
Just hook.
Okay, here we go.
Nice one. Good job. That is pretty sweet watching the watching him bust right behind us like that. Sweet.
Very nice.
Nice, buddy.
Limited bait. Let him sit in for a second. Limited bait.
The trolling motor, dude, sitting right here.
The trolling motor is the key, dude.
They're literally eating right off the back of the motor right now. Well, you got your sushi dinner.
That's right. Happy to have it,
That's all you were looking for.
Happy to have it.
Nice.
Whew.
Very
Hey, work
nice.
hard for that one, man.
Yeah, you gotta beat them up.
The sharks are thick. We can do it again.
You know, a lot of times in the Florida Keys here, we saw it yesterday, we see it all the time, where it's going to be nice in the morning, and then we're looking at our weather app and we're seeing that, you know, around 1 o'clock, there's going to be some sort of front come in, or the wind's going to pick up or something. So if you're in a smaller boat and you're starting to think about that, you're going to limit your run. Like, I don't want to get way out there because that weather could come in an hour early, it could come in an hour late. Don't really know, but we don't want to be stuck out there in a small boat when one of these fronts come in. One of the places that we like to go is way out into Florida Bay and fish either wrecks like we did with Jeff Malone, or going out and finding a hole out there.
Springs, yeah.
The springs, the blue hole, or any of those places where we find the cobia.
Uh-oh, something's biting me back here.
There he is. Got him that time. Oh, that's a big one. The biggest grunt in the well. He had to be pretty good. You could feel all the little ones nipping them. I could just totally feel the little ones eating it. You know, they couldn't get it in their mouth. And then a big one came and got it. All right, here we go. One more shot. All right.
That one's definitely legal.
And that is a long run. That's really a long run.
About 60 miles from the dock here.
So to have the range and the confidence to be able to run out there and know if the weather changes, man, we can hightail it back in here and we could fish inshore for the rest of the day. That's a huge advantage too.
There he is. Fish on! Fish on! Oh yeah, man! Look at him go all around the bridge. That was so awesome.
One of my favorite things about with 26 is the tarpon fishing around the bridges. You know, it's the kind of the perfect size. You know, you get in the bay boats on those rough days with the tide ripping out, the tide's ripping, the current's running, and you know, you can take a wave over the bow on a bay boat. Certainly a skiff can be dangerous on those rough days. 26 is perfect, higher sides. It's still maneuverable enough to where when we hook that big tarpon, he's jumping and he's spooling our line out. You can turn the trolling motor off, start chasing him with the boat, quickly get around those pilings, and it, you know, it can be absolutely dangerous when you're fighting the current and the wind and the tarpon's running this way. That boat is maneuverable. It's small enough to maneuver around the pilings, but big enough to keep you dry. It's a perfect size for catching those tarpon around the bridges.
Nice.
Got the hook out.
Nice.
Thank you, Mr. Tarpon. Thank you.
You know, with the ability of the trolling motor and the power pole, now we can maneuver that boat just like we can a skiff or a bay boat. We're limited by draft. So the boat does draft a little bit more than the bay boat and a lot more than the skiff. But still, around these mangrove areas and places like that, we can get in there, we can fish for snook, redfish, goliath grouper, snappers, everything behind a lee shoreline, and you're fishing these moats. And we've had a great time being able to do that. And what's different about a larger boat versus a skiff a lot of times is the live well capacity. So now we can go back there with one live well full of pinfish, one live well full of mullet, one live well full of pilchards. And now, like, we can do whatever, anything. Like, if we can't get something to bite with all that, we probably should just not be out there at all.
Yeah, there he is. Better get some drag on that thing. He's taking you in there. That's the big one. Wow. I'm gonna get ready for the double this time.
Well, I tell you what, you got to get it back in there.
Oh, you got him coming now. Good job, dude. Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, look at what he coughed up. What is that?
Crab.
Big lobster.
Lobster,
Little,
yes.
not a small lobster. This
Wow.
looks a little more like
he coughed
the one
up that lobster.
came out. Hey, a little bit bigger.
Nice. Here, I'll
Tell
grab
you
it
what,
for
they
you.
don't have to get a lot bigger to fight a lot harder. God, I love that fish. I love that fish. It's such a cool fish.
Scan the QR code to get more information on this product and buy one for yourself.
So I've been waiting for it for a couple of years now. They've been telling me how great it's going to be, and I finally got my first one. This is the Power Pole Move trolling motor. It is everything I've asked for and more. Really every problem that we've ever had and complained about trolling motors over the years, they've solved it. It is just fantastic. Starting with the construction itself, it's a bulletproof titanium shaft, beautiful display here that shows exactly how fast we're going from 1 all the way up to 20. The biggest improvement that's just so noticeable, it is silent. I mean, no noise. They've got a brushless motor. Even when it's on 20, as fast as it can go, the motor itself makes no noise. The only noise you're gonna hear is your boat moving through the water. It's unbelievable what we're doing with the fish. We're getting right next to them. It's quieter than poling. Incredible, even with this big boat, to be able to pull a big 26-foot boat around, hold it in heavy current, just doing everything I'd asked for and more. And then just some of the simple things that we've always wanted is they've actually got the power pole in the back, this shallow water anchor, built right into this remote. So now instead of having to have 2 remotes, I can put my power poles down, I can anchor the boat, I can go faster, slower, everything's right there. Another thing I love about it is just the easy stow and deploy. It's set up to where I can just hit my foot on that button and it just shoots out there and goes down with no noise, just smooth. Everything's been engineered so perfectly. Every issue I've ever had with a trolling motor, they have solved it with this Power Pole Move. I encourage you strongly, try one out yourself. You will not be disappointed.
The Hawks K Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin. Live deeper. Hook, unite all anglers. Tackle Direct, the world's premier fishing outfitter. Yeti, built for the wild. Marathon, in the Florida Keys. And by Golden Boat Lifts. Power Pole Move. Nikon. Lithium Pros, and Live Water Sports.
Did you know you can get every episode of Saltwater Experience completely free on Waypoint TV? Go to waypointtv.com and find out how you can download the app or find it on any smart TV. And if that's not enough, you can find the Tom Rowland podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you find podcasts, and we'd love to have you as a follower on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Got him on.
I got one too.
Double header.
Double up.
Oh boy, mine got eaten.
See if I can get mine in.
Maybe I didn't get, I got
This is
eaten.
a good way to end it right here, Rich.
That is pretty cool, man.
We got a double, even if we only end up with one of them. Woo! That was not an eat.
Good, you might have a good fish there. I'll throw out our last couple of baits, see if they get bit.
Get ready to help me out with this one. This might be a shark race. This thing is
They fight good,
dying to get eaten by a shark.
Those skipjacks fight good.
Can you grab that leader?
That's a nice one. There he is.
That's nice.
Boy, they do have that incredible purple color there. That's a good size one.
With a 26 hybrid, man, it's just completely limitless what we can do. It's really based upon your imagination. Like, how creative can you get to put together a day of fishing that will include both offshore fishing and inshore fishing, or bay fishing and inshore fishing, or something at the bridge. That's what gets really, really exciting. And when you give some really great fishermen like we have in the Florida Keys, and they have all of these different species to fish for, and all of this different area to go in, and when you give them a tool like this, that's what evolves the sport into something that we've never seen before. Like, now people are going out catching a swordfish and a sailfish, coming in and catching a tarpon and a permit. I mean, that kind of day, it's totally possible if you have the right tool. And that tool is really, it's the 26 with the trolling motor and the power poles.
That was about as good as we could do, man.
That was fun.
Good way to end it.
Yeah, man. Love watching those fish bust on top.
This hump is full of life.
It is. It's fun to watch the frigates going crazy and the little birds and flying fish.
Let's roll back in and get some dinner. Put the boat on the lift and go right to the angler and ale.
Let's do it.